Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. I'm Craig Dixon.
Hello, everybody. I'm your friend, I'm your host, I'm your comrade, Frederick Robinson.
Frederick is here.
I don't have a middle name.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but you fake the middle name.
I do have a fake middle name.
It's James.
Fake middle name is James.
Why'd you do that, by the way?
I don't know.
What convinced you to go with James? Out of everything? What? You just like the way it sounded, I guess, or whatever?
I think my mom told me that my middle name was almost James once, and I was like, alright, I'm just going to start using that.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's how it happened, actually.
You kept that as like a secret because I thought your middle name was James since I knew you.
Yeah, no.
And it wasn't until last week I found out it was fake.
Last week, no.
No, well, I'm exaggerating, but it was a long time. We were friends for fucking years, and I'm like, what do you mean that's not his middle name?
Yep, nope, I don't have one.
Motherfucker's been
Nope, don't have one. So,
what's that fucking Matt Damon movie that's
Jason Bourne?
One where he pretends to be someone else?
I don't know.
Fuck, I'm high.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again here on episode 82.
What's up, Jan? What's up,
the WWP?
We don't have a Periscope going tonight.
Yeah, what's with the live?
I got an update on Facebook today.
Facebook Live is all updated and looking weird.
I literally just got an update on my Facebook app today, and now it's looking wicked weird.
We have our good friends Jan and RJ watching on the live feed. For our audio listeners, if you've never listened, and if you've never watched the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, you can check us out on Facebook Live and Periscope, and you can catch the replays on YouTube.
Sometimes
when Craig uploads it.
I mean, what?
Or Craig does it a week later.
I mean, what?
What?
Who's that?
Thanks for joining us. Rob Haas has joined us as well.
Mr.
I
Haas.
didn't pull up the.
I may
Periscope
hate you at
feed.
times, but you're loyal and a friend to ours. So
this was a pretty crazy week, would you say, Fred? In terms of wrestling.
I thought you meant personally, but yes, it was a crazy.
Personally, yeah. What's so crazy about your personal life?
No, nothing
that
crazy.
early today.
No, what?
What?
Huh? No, everything's been good, man. I've been, everything's
good.
Been stat quo with the, technically stat quo with the girl.
What does that mean?
Well, right. We, broke the seal, if you know what I mean by that.
So you had sex. Congrats.
I did her, yes.
You did her. All right.
Yeah, and it was great, Craig. Because you've helped me so much through this process. So
I really haven't.
First and foremost, I thank you and I love you with all my heart.
See.
Secondly.
Secondly?
I
don't think that's a word.
Secondly,
that's it.
Secondly,
it's not a word.
While I was staring deeply into her eyes and her soul, while my dick was going back and forth through her vagina hole, the only thing I was thinking about was you, Craig, and everything that you've done for me and everything that I would do for you, of course, which is a lot. So, like the song says, you are always on my mind.
I'm sorry, I totally tuned that whole thing out. What was that?
I was thinking sex and Craig. But I didn't mean it like that. I meant it thank you. Thank you for all the hard work that you've done for me.
Absolutely.
You've been so harsh to me. You've been so hard on me. You've been really hard on me. When you're on me and you're hard, I feel it, dude. I feel it with every fiber and, of my soul. So thank you.
This is a really, really odd way to start the show.
So it's been great, me and Maria just, it's like a rocket ship shooting off, you can't stop us.
So you're saying Maria's real?
Real as fucking clouds in the sky, the snow on the ground this week.
Yeah, well that melted pretty quickly, so maybe not a great metaphor.
Wait, hold on. Once again, Craig, you always got to put a little shit on the silver spoon. That's not a saying, but you know what I mean.
Neither secondively. Which is definitely not a word. I think we might have the episode name today.
Wait, hold on. I mean, that's not really, grammatically, okay, you knew what I meant, you don't have to, like, betray me and stuff,
Betray you?
Betray my trust, Craig. You know I love you. I mean, I wish you would say that to me once.
Such a weird, strange way to start the show.
Why can't you say you love me?
Because...
What's wrong? Can you say that to Jen, your wife?
Yes, I can say that.
Can you say that to your kid, Tyler?
Absolutely.
Then why can't you say it to me?
Because I won't. I just won't.
So you kind of had mentioned, I know you wanted me to talk about all this stuff. So, but like before that, you were like, "Let me put the Daniel Bryan thing on hold," because I really need to hear about Fred's sex life and dating life.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said, you know what, Fred? There's a lot of things that happen in wrestling right now, but really, what I want to talk about is your sex life, especially the part where you talk about thinking about me when you have sex all the time or something.
Yes, when I was swishing in and out of that, warm, gigantic, lovely hole.
Swishing, is that a thing too? I mean, it could be.
I'm not the best at metaphors, Craig.
You're not the best at.
I'm not an Edgar Allan Poe or anything.
He's a poet, not metaphors.
He's a fucking meteor.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
All right, so wrestling happened this week.
Wrestling certainly happened this week, and I think we got to start with the biggest news of the week, which was dropped on Tuesday afternoon.
Well, yeah, yeah. What's the news? I don't know.
No, you don't.
I don't know what's been happening this week, Craig. Somebody said something happened, and a lot of people have been talking about it. Something about some sort of mythical dragon that was, like, American.
Yes.
And now he's back in the country.
Yes. Apparently he's like, a goat. He's also a goat at the same time.
He's a goat, too?
Yeah.
How can he be a goat, Craig, and an American dragon?
Yeah, it's very confusing. And he says, like, yes a lot or something. I don't know.
He says, he agrees. It's like that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
Oh, so Jim Carrey came to the WWE?
Jim Carrey debuted.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No, our big news this week is Daniel Bryan...
What?
...has been cleared...
Who?
...to compete...
Why?
...in a WWE ring.
Yeah.
Once again... Well, I mean, Fred, you and me have been talking about this for pretty much since the podcast started, right?
Yeah, like nobody else had thought about this besides us. Like we were the first people.
Especially not a website that thinks that they are the best website in the world with their 2,000 Twitter followers.
Exactly, yeah. So
they definitely did not break any news.
I heard it first, and I reported it first because I licked Mr. McMahon's asshole.
Oh, what a fucking douchebag. Just a backstory. We had a fucking shitty wrestling website responding to our tweets. We were just talking about our excitement that Daniel Bryan's returning to the ring. And this fucking loser something wrestling.net, like his
dirtcheats.net.
Yeah, it was are fucking tweeting us going like, oh, if you read our website, your boys had it first. And we're like... Okay, cool. And they're like, I just want to make sure you guys understand, like, where all the news comes from. I'm like, all right, I get that you're trying to fucking promote your shit. Like, that's cool and all. Like, we promote ourselves as well. But we don't fucking take jabs at other people's fucking shit, like, in the process.
Which we could.
We totally could.
We may have, then. I guess.
I mean,
maybe we have.
I mean, we have made fun of everybody in the PWO.
WNA especially.
Who are they?
I forgot.
I don't know what that means.
But let's talk about Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, we got to talk about Daniel Bryan.
I mean, everyone's talking about it, so why not talk about it? We get it. He's back. I mean, we don't have to explain all this stuff.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
I just... Every segment that he had... It wasn't even just about the news, okay? The news is amazing to me.
The news was great, yeah.
The news is amazing to me. Daniel Bryan's back in the ring. Never thought it would ever happen. He's here, there, and everywhere. The thing I just love that he just came back as if he was the same fucking Daniel Bryan that was like fucking retired 3 or 4 years ago. Yep, man. Like he just okay, forget about the speech where he actually came back. Just the whole segment with him and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn like firing them. was so beautifully done. It just fucking
really
was
well done. Yeah.
God damn! I was just sitting there the whole time, my jaw dropped. It was great.
Yeah, and it was great to see him do fucking
so much stuff to say about it.
Yeah, it was just great to see him doing back bumps and taking a beating and then throwing his drop kicks in the corner to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
I loved it. It was just such a real feeling. I was I wasn't expecting all of that to happen the first night. I read the tweet in the afternoon. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Right.
He cut the promo to open the show, and I kind of thought that was it. I was kind of I even turned SmackDown off for a little bit before tuning back in for the end. And I was like, I wasn't sure what was going to happen, so I thought maybe they would set it up. I thought maybe Shane McMahon was going to come back and be at the WrestleMania, it's going to be us two versus you two. I thought that would be it, and then they would leave.
Right. Okay.
And then when he fired at them, I'm like, the way Kevin Owens always reacts to every bad news, he literally murders people by powerbombing them on the fucking ring apron.
Yeah.
So I was like, this might be happening now, and that would be fucking great. And it was
he's not going to just sit there and just be fired.
Fired, yeah.
He's done a lot worse to a lot less,
Absolutely. And then they beat him up. Daniel Bryan had his little brief spurt of offense, which was great.
Of course,
just great to see it again. Doing his fucking drop kicks, the yes kicks. The crowd was
in
so
a matter
fucking
of 15 seconds. It's yes, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You got a little preview of him right away.
Yeah, and
I spilled his seltzer. I will clean this up. Sorry.
And it was just really good to see it. And fucking right over here.
At least it's seltzer.
Seltzer. How does a Mexican person order salsa when they want salsa? I didn't want salsa, I wanted the salsa. That's 2 weeks in a row, Seinfeld.
The jerk star, and you ran all out of you.
Come on, that was terrible. Terrible. Oh yeah, by the way.
It was felt there, I wasn't a biro.
By the way, Fred, I know this is kind of breaking the fourth wall for one of our past gimmicks, but let's talk about this really briefly, because I just noticed this the other day. Do you remember when we did the whole, I didn't know going for coffee was sex thing?
I didn't know, yeah.
That was Seinfeld, an entire episode, and I completely forgot.
Oh, was it? It was. I have seen that segment before.
George, some woman goes would you like to come upstairs for some coffee? And he goes nah, if I have some coffee, it'll keep me up all night. And she gets out of the car, and he just starts going punching himself. I'm
I don't remember that, actually.
I thought I've seen this storyline somewhere before, and it's Seinfeld. It's just been buried in my brain for years, and I just haven't accessed it until I saw it on TV the other day.
I swear, I didn't even fucking think of Seinfeld.
I was laughing so fucking hard. I'm like, wow, we're really unoriginal. We're just stealing shows from sitcoms from the 90s.
And next, I'm gonna have a relationship where it's Ross and Rachel, or something,
I hope not.
You never know. I want to talk about one thing with the Daniel Bryan thing, though. In all seriousness, things that people have not really talked about as I've listened to podcasts this week is that not just the excitement of having him back, not just a match that he's potentially going to have at WrestleMania, not the move, the finals, the moves that he was able to do the moves and take the beating and all the heat. It was more so the fact that when he cut that promo at the end of the show where he was explaining to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn that they beat up their boss and it was not a laughing matter, and he didn't get it because Shane McMahon lost. He was going to leave. Why did you do that? He didn't get it. I realized that I watched this segment a couple times, so I kind of dissected it a little bit. The crowd was completely silent. And I realized that, they hung on every word.
They were hanging on to every word.
They were hanging on to every word. And I was, too, that what Daniel Bryan was saying. I'm yeah, they really did this, and it was horrible. And Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens did a great job at selling that, too, which made it even better.
Yeah,
without their help, it wouldn't have been as well. But just the power this guy has is, it's unbelievable. He hasn't wrestled in years. And, just the fact that people just hang on every fucking word that he says.
Yeah,
it's more than John Cena.
I was thinking, when he became general manager, when they did the brand split, he wasn't ever really known for his promo ability, really. He wasn't bad, per se.
He wasn't bad, but
he wasn't known for
out.
it. He never wasn't known for it. But, I feel now he's actually, because he's been a TV character for so long now and not a wrestler, and he's been able to focus on just being an authority figure on TV, that like he's actually like made himself an even more marketable person for the WWE now, especially now that he's wrestling again.
Yeah,
because now he can cut a fucking amazing promo. Like he doesn't mess up at all anymore. Like he delivers. He's got like his voice like has a nice resonation in like the arena. Like he doesn't have any like,
and everything's genuine.
Yeah, it's genuine. Like people love him anyway, no matter what he says. So like they just kind of, as you said, they hang on every word. And I really like it too because like the crowd was really into it, and like also in the same process, they really sold Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn being like dirtbag heels too for this program.
Right.
Which is like, like I know Kevin Owens has been a heel for like basically since he started.
Yeah.
And like I understand that, but like they still need every once in a while. You need like one of those moments, like the Festival of Friendship, the time he headbutted Vince McMahon. Like you need one of those moments when you got to remind yourself, like, right, Kevin Owens is a fucking loose cannon, and like throw Sami Zayn in there too with his recent heel run. And I was like, this was so well done. Like you build up this returning star who's so fans have been clamoring to have again, and then you have him get his ass kicked by the end of the show, and it makes you want to see them get their asses kicked at WrestleMania. So it was very well done. I mean, if you want to play devil's advocate with me here for a moment, I'm a little surprised they announced it on Twitter before the show.
That was a ratings thing.
It was a ratings thing, definitely. Like, and I heard that it was the third highest rated SmackDown since they went live. After the initial draft and the shake-up a year later. So it was basically the third... It was the most important non-draft episode they've ever had. Or the most watched, I should say.
I was fucking watching. I made sure.
Yeah, me too. I
made sure to watch it work.
I usually watch SmackDown on delay a couple days later. But I did watch it live while I was home. But yeah, I was like, how much more cool would it have been if they didn't announce it and it just happened, like, organically?
I just wouldn't have... I don't know. I'm going to play devil's advocate with you, maybe Jesus' advocate, because I wouldn't have watched it if I didn't fucking...
Say he got cleared...
Like I did for the rest of the week of this show.
Say he got cleared... Say he got cleared at Fastlane, and that moment when you and me were watching... And Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon was interfering in that fatal the 6-pack challenge.
Right. Okay.
And let's say his music hit, and he came out and he prevented Shane McMahon from doing something there, or if for whatever reason they attacked Daniel Bryan in that moment. Don't you think that would have been like such a cooler moment? And then to see Daniel Bryan fighting back, because then like it would have clicked in everybody's head. Like he would not be throwing haymakers and taking bumps right now unless he was cleared to do such a thing.
Well, I would certainly be watching on Tuesday, even if they didn't say it then. In that regard, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I'm just kind of like, I wish they did this.
Yeah,
I wish they did it a little differently. But
it was good. It was good. It could have been like 2 days ago. They could have decided it was 2 days ago. We don't. I mean, probably not. But,
I read that he was maybe cleared on Monday. It was officially cleared, but like. All signs for the last 2 weeks were indicating that he was going to be cleared. They just needed the final word.
Okay.
So...
All right. It's a tough situation
it is a
for
tough
them
situation.
Because you got the whole Chris Benoit concussion thing. I mean,
right.
If his injuries were as bad as they, believed that he was, that, it's a big risk for them, for him, his thing is just that he fucking dies. I mean, which sucks, but, he doesn't have to face the consequences of something for years and years to come, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something else, too,
sure.
And see, like I said, I've been dissecting this feud, and especially this segment, more so. I don't think anyone else has been kind of noticing this also. Have you noticed a little bit of, the fact that maybe Sami Zayn isn't 100% on Kevin Owens' side? He has, he still has a little bit of good in him. Where he's he's beating up on Daniel Bryan, and Kevin Owens wants him to give him the haluva kick, and first he's hesitating at first. He's like, fuck, this is gonna really fuck shit up now.
I did notice it, but I didn't really think much into it.
I kind of was,
but I only didn't think much into it because I feel like Kevin Owens is the primary heel here, and Sami Zayn's the lackey at this point because all the dastardly things they do is really something that Kevin Owens starts. So.
But the Miztourage doesn't do that. You know what I mean?
Well, the Miztourage is one wrestler and two jobbers. Like,
okay.
These are two... This is like a main eventer and a mid-tier wrestler. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like,
I would say 99% he's on his side, and there's like this little bit where he's just like,
yeah,
should I really be doing this? Like,
I feel like maybe that's like early seeds for like eventually down the line a breakup thing. Like, I didn't really want to do this, and like you can look at the tape, like I didn't really want to do these things, and it can reference all these things that happened in the past. But I don't think it's anything that's going to happen now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's going to lead to anything now. Like, this program's got to run its course before they do anything with that.
Yeah, it could just be me, like, really diving super deep into this, where...
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a really exciting moment. I mean, it was probably one of my favorite moments of the last 5 years, like, watching wrestling. Like, just the anticipation of waiting for the show to start, waiting to hear what Daniel Bryan was going to say, and, like... I was watching. I'm like, he's gonna start crying, and like the second I said he's gonna start crying, you hear him start when he started talking about Bray, he started joking. I'm like, he's what I called it. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. Pussy. But like, I get it though. Like that's his fucking livelihood. So it's like you understand when a guy like that breaks down for something like that.
I haven't been so excited for a WWE show since the Wyatt family debuted.
I would say for me...
I was like, holy shit, I was on the phone, I'm like, I'll call you back. Literally, it was like my ex-girlfriend at the time, you know? I'm dating Maria, of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, the girl now, yeah. Sorry.
It's okay. I would say for me, it was the most, like, highly anticipated show since, I think it was the Raw after WrestleMania in 2012, when Brock Lesnar came back.
Oh, yeah, that was another one.
John Cena, like... There were rumors that he was going to come back, but like nobody really knew for sure. And then that last segment, I remember I was fucking drunk. I was drinking wine by myself. It was a very weird night. And I was like watching wrestling, and I was like fucking hammered watching it. I'm like, and Brock Lesnar's music came. I'm like, bah! I was like, holy shit! Like,
I remember that was fucking.
I was
nuts,
fucking.
man.
I was like, holy shit, that was amazing. And I watched. I must have recorded it on my. I guess it might have been tape back then, like on a VHS tape, or maybe it was a DVR. I don't know. And I rewound it and watched it like probably 30 fucking times because it was so fucking cool. Like
it was just so fucking badass.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna go watch the Daniel Bryan stuff again because it was just so cool to see him like throwing kicks and taking bumps and fucking doing the yes kicks. I love it. And so I mean, let's talk about the future of Daniel Bryan now. So like, okay, obviously he's got to finish this feud with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Where does he go from this? Like, does he? Let's say he stays healthy.
By the way, in that tag team match at WrestleMania, I guarantee you that Shane McMahon's actually going to pin one of them.
You think so?
He got injured more, so to speak.
But it's Daniel Bryan.
I know, but I feel like Shane has so much more of a vendetta against him.
You could be right, but I mean, Daniel Bryan. I feel like Daniel Bryan should completely overshadow the rest of the feud because it's fucking Daniel Bryan coming back. Yeah. One of the most popular superstars of all time. Like, if you really think about it,
of the new, like, I don't know what you call this era.
Think about it though. Like, he was like a complete, like, not a guy that they threw down your throat. He was organically. It all happened organically. No,
it was like
the WWE never really pushed it too hard, and yet the fans clamored for it. It's not like, it's not like Roman Reigns. It's not like Brock Lesnar. It's not like John Cena. It's like the fans made this one happen. So you could argue that he is one of the most popular of all time. But I wanted to talk to you about, like, now that let's not speculate that, like, maybe he gets hurt again. Like, what happens if he has another concussion? Like, let's just throw that out the window now because you never know. That's the unknown. Nobody knows that for sure. Saying he has a clean bill of health. What feuds do you want to see happen now? Like, now that he's got this whole new roster to go with that wasn't there, like, when he was wrestling 3 or 4 years ago.
He's got to settle shit with The Miz.
Obviously, that's the first one. You have to do that. But, like,
I don't think he's going to come back full-time right away, dude.
No, I don't think so
I think
either.
he's going to have this WrestleMania match. I think he's still going to be the commissioner.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And I think that he's going to have, I don't know if he... I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Will he ever come back full-time and, like, as, like, just the superstar Daniel Bryan now?
This is how I looked at it. I put my theory on Twitter on Tuesday when this happened. I think they're going to play it by ear, kind of like with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's only had, 2 matches since he came back?
Yeah, the Survivor Series match.
Yeah, and the other tag match with the Shield.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's only wrestled those 2 times. And they were great, but like they kind of started him off slow. They don't want to overwork him. They probably want to save him for the big shows.
Test the waters.
Yeah,
if you will.
I think they're going to go the same route with Daniel Bryan. And the comparison that I was trying and hoping for is Shawn Michaels' comeback in 2002.
That'd be...
Now think about how that started. Shawn Michaels came back at SummerSlam 2002. Didn't wrestle again until Survivor Series, so that was in November.
Right.
And then had one more, because he won the title in Survivor Series. And then he dropped it in December at Armageddon. And then he didn't wrestle again for a while. And then in 2003, he kind of slowly became a full-time worker again. So that's...
Yeah, he had the match against Jericho at WrestleMania 19.
And that was kind of the beginning.
Then he came back. And then he started coming back, like, full-time.
Yeah, so that's my wishful thinking aspect of it. Like, start him off with, like, one appearance here, one appearance there. See how his body holds up. Hopefully he has no problems. And if it works out, if his body can do it, if, the fans are clamoring for it, which I'm sure they will... Maybe he wants to start amping it up a little bit and see where he can go. I mean, Shawn Michaels the career was over at one point, and then he threw on another 8 years of his career. Just like that. 2002 to 2010. So
I think that's I never really thought of it like that until you just said it, but that's the most perfect example of how they should treat this man now. Yeah.
Treat him like Kurt Angle for now, and then if his body responds well and he doesn't break down, see if he wants to amp it up. He wants to amp it up. He doesn't want to be a part-timer.
Of course.
You know it. Course. So I read today that he might be having some, like, they're going to be, like, extra, they're going to have him under a microscope with, like, the concussion protocol. So, like, after every match, they're going to have, like, a doctor check him out and stuff.
Okay.
So they're going to be really careful about it because it's, like, one of the first known cases of an athlete basically overcoming concussion symptoms, like severe concussion symptoms,
right?
Like to the point where there's they're saying that there's no indication that he has any head trauma right now. Like with the amount of concussions he had, that's kind of surprising to hear.
It's very surprising.
So the only other thing I wanted to maybe think about is, does this affect his ring style? Let's say he's trying to shoot for a full-time return. Does this affect his ring style? Because he's kind of like all in or not. You know what I mean? Like when he goes out there, he's kind of like all in. And he's body on the line. Like,
well, everyone was saying that. Well, okay. Take for example Ric Flair when in 1979 or whatever it was, he had that plane crash with 5 other people, and at that point. At the rest of that point on until fucking today, basically, he's had to take back bumps that weird way that he usually does. He has to land on his side because this fucking airplane injury, he had to adapt to it.
Yeah.
So Daniel Bryan's a smart enough wrestler. He's an amazing, genius wrestler. Where he will figure out that he will not be able to do certain things. The flying drop kick. And headbutt has got to go.
Yeah, that shit's got to go.
Dropping, the top rope drop kick. And
he didn't really do.
Have got to go.
He used to do that.
He needs to do finisher.
Yeah, that top rope drop kick, especially because he would always land on his back. It
was so unnecessary.
It wasn't a missile drop kick like that they do from the side, like Bob Holly used to do all the time. But it was like those ones where he would literally land on his fucking head, and I'm like, how is that ever going to be good for anybody? Like, you're definitely going to get a concussion that way. Like,
yeah, it doesn't add anything extra, and he's a smart enough guy where he can come up with a new moveset.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not like Shawn Michaels really had, like, much of a... I'm trying to compare it back to Shawn Michaels. It's not like he had, like, moves with, like, Daniel Bryan did. I'm surprised he gave Sami Zayn a German.
Yeah, I was
fucking nervous. I was like, oh shit, he should not be doing that.
Yeah.
But Sammy's such a fucking expert that he could take the bump perfectly,
Yeah, I was surprised he was doing the drop kicks, because,
he was landing on his head.
He was landing on his fucking head. I was like, does that little roll that he does after it. And I'm just like, if he could do that shit, then maybe he is really healed. So, I mean, it's a very exciting time. Me and Fred have not hidden the fact that we are big Daniel Bryan fans, so we're obviously both very excited that he's back. And I just hope it's not over. That's my big thing. Like, I don't want it to be one and done.
It won't be.
I don't think so either.
And I didn't want to be the fucking podcast that talked about Daniel Bryan a lot, but
here we are, half an hour in.
Ended up just like the rest of the fucking podcast. God damn it! I wanted to.
It was the big news of the week.
It
was the big news of the week. I mean, we had some other things happen. I mean, you want to move on to something else?
Well, sure.
All right. We on Raw. We had the Ultimate Deletion match between Matt Hardy and Woken Bray Wyatt. No, Woken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. It was very corny as expected. Very hokey. Unlike the other Bray Wyatt things that are supposed to be creepy and end up being hokey, this was supposed to be hokey. Yeah, House of Horrors and pretty much every backstage Sister Abigail. Like,
which was a great angle.
This was Matt Hardy intending to be hokey and stupid, you know, and Jeff Hardy was there, made a brief cameo, which was cool. And I liked it. It was stupid. It was absolutely stupid. It was off the wall. I like that they kept cutting to it and away from it throughout the show until, like, the last segment. And, you know, apparently it did good in the ratings as well, so that's always good. So that means probably gonna get more of this down the line, which is fine with me. I enjoyed it. It was fucking bonkers. It was silly, but, like, not bad silly. Like, it was intentionally bad, which is what's good about it.
Right, yeah.
Like, if they tried to make this serious like they do all the other Bray Wyatt
House
things,
of Horrors match.
The House of Horrors match, yeah. Punjabi prison match, you know, all those things, like, they're not serious if you add music to it. Do you remember when they introduced the Asylum match and Dean Ambrose, the Asylum match? And
they were playing the cage match with the
playing
weapons?
The Psycho music in the background as Dean Ambrose is, like, explaining it, and there's a fucking mop on top, there's a plant on top, like...
Yeah, like a janitor's bucket.
Yeah,
well, that's not real weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll that out of the way. I mean,
you're just in a janitor match like that now. You might as well wrestle in the fucking bathroom. Fucking idiot.
So, if they at least they can acknowledge that sometimes things in wrestling are stupid.
Was that Asylum match? Where was that located?
Cincinnati, Ohio! Cincinnati! I miss talking about Dean Ambrose, Fred, the Dolphin fucker.
Yeah, the Dolphin fucker.
We haven't talked about him forever.
He will be back, and he will be fucking Dolphin shortly. He's supposed to actually come back at Backlash.
Backlash.
I know, that was a weird sentence, but he's coming back at Backlash.
Backlash!
Dick.
Something else happened that I wanted to talk about.
John Cena?
Yeah, you can take the lead on that one. I barely watched this shit.
I don't... Fuck. No, I don't... I'm gonna fucking take the lead, dude, because I'm not gonna make any sense. John Cena fucking called out The Undertaker again and calls him a coward, and he's like, didn't get a response and all this shit, and it's like...
Oh, yeah.
What is going on? Like...
It didn't even make sense.
Who are you fighting exactly?
It didn't make sense.
Undertaker's like a gazillion years old, and he was supposed to have retired last year.
It's really
fucked up. And you're calling him a coward because he, like, fucking wears flip-flops now? Like, what? And he, like, eats vegan? No, he doesn't really,
the dude's not allowed to retire now? Like, is that what we're going to say? Are you going to start calling out Ric Flair and start calling him
Blue Fez, I'm calling you out.
Yeah, like, fucking Bruno Sammartino, you're done to me, you pussy. Like, no, the dude's, like, basically dead.
Frank Hockenschmidt, the first NWA champion, you're a pussy. So are you, Stu Hart.
Terry Funk. Well, actually, he would probably come out of retirement for that.
Is he out of retirement or is he in retirement?
He's never in retirement. Is it on the wagon or in the off the wagon? Fucking.
Was he like sleeping or something?
Yeah, no, it's just like.
It's so gay, dude. I'm sorry. Like, when I talk about this feud,
it's very forced.
That's all I say. I don't say any intelligent thoughts because I'm so annoyed. And I just call it gay. And it's like. It's so stupid.
Yeah, Mavs on Periscope just said...
He's saying it's gay?
He's saying Cena was, like, almost in tears begging for this match. And it's like...
Just have a match with someone else!
Yeah, like, why is this...
I'd fight John Cena at WrestleMania. Like, call my number. Okay, my number... I'm not gonna get my number. I don't fucking live, bitch. But...
You could tweet him at FRobin at 85.
It's 658...
Fuck you. 661... 9.
We should have had someone that we didn't like and just gave out the number. Like, I don't know.
I know exactly who.
Like Rob English or something.
Oh, fucking something.
Or
like Rob Spanish or something.
Still love his name anymore.
Somebody wants to eat.
Oh, you mean someone that was, you would want the number of someone who's very factual. Like, when you gave the telephone number out, you'd be very factual.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
Oh, really?
No, that's not what I meant.
What do you mean, then?
We're recording. We'll talk about it later. You fucking making that eye. Stop touching my shoulder! What else happened this week?
He's so stupid, though. Like, this is the fucking storyline. This is the best I can come up with for John Cena, first of all. Like,
yeah, it's just...
And like I said last week, can he fight... okay. I was going to say, can he fight a more, guy that's under the radar or something like that? But he did it to Bray Wyatt. Remember that fucking 5 years ago? And squashed him?
I do remember that.
But, nonetheless, he should fight Elias. The guy beat the shit out of him, smashed him with a guitar. He didn't get his revenge at Elimination
what
Chamber.
Happened to that?
Fight Elias. That's your fucking match at WrestleMania.
I hope that happens. Because I'm so...
You guys can sing and rap together, you fucking Limp Bizkit faggots.
And just like... I feel like they're trying to go for the when Rock was calling out Cena kind of feel to it. Like, remember when that shit was happening and Cena's like, okay, you guys are being silly. Like, I'm not wrestling The Rock. The Rock's not going to wrestle, you know what I mean? Like, but like, nobody's clamoring for Undertaker.
This is desperate.
It's desperate, and it's like such a stretch for John Cena to just be calling him a bitch for no fucking reason. Like, he's a fucking legend who's basically retired, and you're calling him a bitch and a pussy for not coming out of retirement to face you because you have nothing better to do. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Childish.
Like, it's very childish, but it's like it's very forced when you watch it on TV. It's just like, I don't know, like, they don't come... It's not coming off as, like, a feud that, like, they put those video packages with Limp Bizkit singing in the back, or check out my melody. Like, nothing. Like, it doesn't...
Check out my melody.
It's like, it just seems out of nothing, because he's just, like, calling him out for no reason, and, like, we're all like...
No reason.
We're just kind of like, yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't be such an asshole about this. Like...
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. What is this video package going to be about?
I don't know. It's going to be all John Cena kind of promo.
You're an asshole. You're a coward. That's it. Kane came out and chokeslammed him.
Yeah, what was that about?
So now he's got a feud with Kane, or not really, but,
Well, that's what they'll do. That's what the whole video package will be. It'll be him wrestling Kane for the next fucking 3 weeks until WrestleMania. Can't fucking wait.
Guess this would be fucking cool now.
No, it won't.
No.
It can't be. Whatever you're going to say.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Give me a try.
I'll give you a shot.
Okay. So, the next week on Raw, right? Cena faces Kane. Now, at the end of the match, Cena wins, of course, because Cena. And in other news, water is wet. And so what you do is he beats the shit out of him after the match. He takes Kane, throws him through a table, fucking just lays him out, threatens to really fuck him up. And he's calling out the Undertaker like, you better do something or I'm going to fucking kill him, basically, you know? Like, and then he either does it or Undertaker fucking has to do something.
I can see that.
Kind of like, this guy, he's hostage. If I'm getting to the point where I'm keeping this guy hostage, or you better say yes.
It's just so forced.
But it's gay, though. It's not gonna happen, obviously.
And fucking Kane had to come back and, like, literally just chokeslam him and, like, alright, well, that was all for Kane this week. Like,
congratulations, douche.
Like, he got dressed, put on his fucking tights, had the fucking music come on, he fucking got his mask on, he traveled all the way to the city to do that, to literally do one move and leave. And then that was it. Like...
Right.
This feud is dog shit, and I don't care about it. I don't care.
Why do we need the match? One.
We don't.
And two,
it's because Cena has nothing to do.
He should fight Elias. Like, I know you're not arguing with me, but he should fight Elias. What is Elias going to do? All this hard work this guy's been doing. He's so fucking over. And, not as much as Rusev, but he's up there, man. Like, he's one of these guys who's been busting his ass and making it work. And he's going to be in the fucking Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, whatever. I'm starting to hate Cena's going to have a stupid feud with the Undertaker.
I'm starting to hate these Battle Royals. I'm really starting to fucking hate them.
It's too much with the Battle Royals.
I'm starting to fucking hate them. Now we're talking about...
it.
We had the Royal Rumble. We had two of them. We had two Royal Rumbles. Now we're going to have two Battle Royals at WrestleMania. And then guess what? Then there's the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Like, come on. Enough.
This other one wasn't great enough.
Yeah.
Now we have the other one.
The greatest. The greatest.
And they'll have more. They'll fucking have more, of course, But
yeah, they just had a fucking over-the-top battle royal for fucking the tag team.
The tag team titles.
The tag team #1 contendership. It's fucking stupid!
Enough, people.
It's enough. It's enough. It's time to end this shit.
Enough with the fucking women equality. Are you equal enough yet? I mean,
yeah.
No offense, but I'm like, seriously, you have every type of match together.
Yeah, we don't need every single thing to be the same. Not everything needs to be the same. I don't want to see a men's bra and panties match. Honestly, like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
I mean, I wouldn't count everybody out, but yeah. I get your point. Not a lot of people would want to see it.
Oh, yeah? Who would want to see that?
I'm not saying me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see my girlfriend in bra and panties, of course. Remember, Craig, that.
I'm remembering that, yes.
God. Anyway. Something. I forgot what we were talking about. Yeah, I mean, just not... Listen, just because I brought up the fact that... maybe someone... Don't worry about that.
Kind of back yourself in a corner there. Yeah.
No, the corner is not in a corner. The corner is allowed.
It's an expression. It's not an actual corner.
I'm on the seat and I can move. So
again, not a corner, not an actual.
Yeah, corner. But we all know I'm straight. So just don't even allude to that. You know I am. Like I said, I had vaginal sex this past week.
P.S.
Okay, my vaginal intercourse was awesome.
In the past.
In the past.
Why you said it?
Because I was going to say the other word first, and then I changed it up. So I ended up saying, mixing them together.
Secondly.
I mean, right, Craig? I mean, vaginal intercourse is, the fucking best, dude.
It's especially the best when it's in the past.
When it's over in the past, when you go,
yeah, in the past.
In the past.
I can't breathe. I don't know, that's so funny.
Would you get past this, please?
Alright, let's get past this.
Okay, past.
It's so stupid. But it's so stupid.
I hate you.
Oh, man.
You fucking... Oh, my gosh.
What else happened this week?
I don't know.
I remember... I wanted to actually talk about this last week, and you actually wrote it in our docket last week, because we forgot to talk about it.
What's that?
I forget who it was. It was Sheamus and Cesaro were talking to Kurt Angle. Yeah, voicing their displeasure about Braun Strowman being named the #1 contender. And they said, we're tired of this shit. We heard that there's going to be a shakeup after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
And that's really the first time I've heard about this, really anywhere. I haven't even read about it on the internet.
What they said that they wanted to go to SmackDown.
They said they wanted to go to SmackDown, so that's kind of that leads me up to that makes sense. It's time the end of the year. It's time to reset everything. So, who do you want to see go somewhere? Do you have any guys in mind that you want to see go to a different show? I want to say right off the bat, I think the Raw tag division is very weak right now, besides the Bar and the Revival. I think everybody else is kind of just there.
Okay.
So I would like to maybe move the Usos to Raw. That would probably be a one I would love to do. I don't know why. I want the Usos to go back to Raw and maybe take over Raw. I don't know. I would love to see.
That could be cool.
If Usos versus the Bar or something. I would really enjoy that.
That would be pretty interesting, depending on also who they call up, Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right, of course there'll be call-ups as well from NXT.
I don't know, man. I want AJ Styles to stay on SmackDown because
I do too, yeah.
He belongs there, but I think Charlotte should go back to Raw.
I think Charlotte should go back to Raw too. She's I feel like she suffered a little bit on SmackDown. Even though she's the champion. She's doing fine, but...
And Finn Balor needs to go to fucking SmackDown.
Finn Balor's been a little directionless. That's a good one. Finn Balor's been a little
AJ
directionless.
And Baron Corbin and all these people,
Yeah, I could see that. I could see Ziggler going back to Raw, though. Just because.
Just because.
Because that's what they do.
Thing, Yeah.
I didn't really have anybody in mind when I started talking about this, so I'm kind of thinking of this as we're talking about this.
And I'm trying to look at the roster and point it out. Samoa Joe on SmackDown would be pretty cool.
Samoa Joe would be good. I heard Samoa Joe is going to be the first feud for Roman Reigns.
Oh, is he?
As a champion.
I guess it won't be Rollins at this point anymore.
Backlash possibly. That would be his first match back.
That'd be awesome.
They're saying they're saying he might be cleared to wrestle now, but they're at this point just going to wait until probably the Raw after Mania to bring him back.
Yeah, there's like 3 weeks left. There's no point. Where are they going to stick him in a fucking Battle Royal? There's nothing to do, you know?
Yeah. Nobody wants to see that.
Keep it as like a, you know, especially if he does it like the night after Mania.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's going to be fucking huge for him. So you might as well just hold off one fucking day.
You know what, like, I don't know if I want to move Daniel Bryan to Raw or if I want to move Miz to SmackDown, but you got to get those two guys on the same show.
Well, that's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
Because they have way too much unsettled business.
I would consider moving Miz to SmackDown only because, not as a demotion, as a promotion where he's elevated to, like, a main eventer again. And, like, maybe he's the guy who takes the title from AJ Styles down the line.
Because
not that I want AJ to lose it, but I mean, AJ's not going to hold it forever.
I don't see Miz ever being Universal Champion. But I can picture him more as SmackDown World Champion.
Yeah, WWE Champion, definitely.
Just with the competition there and the people there.
And imagine him being the champion feuding with Daniel Bryan. Could you imagine the fucking heat that would get? Oh my god.
That'd be
amazing.
They already had, like, enough heat as it was before Daniel Bryan fucking came back.
Right, and throw the title on Miz and, like...
I can see that being an awesome SummerSlam match.
Right, like SummerSlam, something, like, way down the line. Like, I think that's a perfect move for them.
Yeah. Even when we went to the Raw 25th Anniversary show, and The Miz came out while all the greatest general managers were in the... Whatever they had. Remember they had that thing?
Right.
And The Miz came out... And The Miz went right in Daniel Bryan's face. Like, it was like, you know... like
always shoving it in his face.
Yeah, always shoving it in his face that he was better than him. And
that's like an automatic feud they have to do with Daniel Bryan. Like, that's
it just makes sense. He
that's
still does
the only
kicks.
given one. Like, dream matches, like, sure, I'd love to see him face AJ, because that'd be fucking awesome.
Of course. The
Finn
usual.
Balor, you know, all the good workers, absolutely.
Right, yeah. I mean, I would love to see Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman. Like, not even just the smarky wrestlers, but I would love to see him put on a fucking classic with Roman Reigns. Like, get Roman Reigns to that next level and just have a fantastic match.
I've seen it enough. I'm good.
But I've seen, like, you know,
they fought each other in the past. They were both the guys climbing at the same time. They were climbing the rings of WWE ladder back in like 2014, I want to say, or 2015. It was after Daniel Bryan got hurt the first time, and he came back for right before he won the Intercontinental title, right before he retired. He had a big match against Roman Reigns, and it was for the number one contender for the title, and it was an awesome match.
All right,
but Roman Reigns won, obviously. So,
yeah,
but no, they have fought before, and it was good. It was very good. I don't think they need to do it again. I want to see something new. I
would love to see Braun Strowman.
That would be a little worried about that. Like, Daniel would get hurt. You know what I mean? Like,
I would, but like,
he's so fucking big. Like,
I always like there was
you saw him kick fucking Brock Lesnar in the head, and like, or did he punch Brock Lesnar, or did Brock Lesnar kick him? I don't know.
Braun kneed him in the face, and so Brock punched him in the face.
Yes, right. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing I'm worried about. Like, I don't want him to get a concussion again. You know?
Or even like a Daniel Bryan versus Jason Jordan. That'd be fucking good.
That'd be good.
Or Chad Gable.
What's Jordan's status? Like, how long is he out? Do we remember?
I think he's out for a while.
Out for a while, right?
Yeah, I think for like a year. Like, he has that... Because he's got that really bad injury, right? Like
I don't remember.
What kind of injury is he? No?
I don't remember. It's a shoulder. Neck surgery.
Speaking of injuries, whatever happened to that Sheamus neck surgery, that neck injury rumor, where he was basically going to have to quit just like Edge did?
Yeah,
remember that? And he was supposed to leave and then ride off in the sunset, and then I guess that was fake or something.
I did hear that too. I remember reading that that's the reason why he's a tag team wrestler now. It's because he kind of can't go full time as a singles guy anymore, which is why they're keeping him in a tag team right now.
Okay,
I don't know if that's true, but like, yeah, I don't know. People that's kind of like conflicting reports. I'm not really sure if that's true.
Yeah, because I thought it was more recent. You know,
yeah, it was recent. It was like within the last year or so.
And
like nothing really came about it, and he's still wrestling every week. The other thing we didn't really talk about is like AJ Styles is hurt right now. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Yeah, AJ Styles is hurt, and like there are some people who are a little worried that he might not be able to wrestle at Mania. There is
what's the injury?
I didn't read it. I didn't read into it that much. I just know that it was some kind of injury. Like, he didn't wrestle on SmackDown this past week. He was just at the announcer's booth.
There's no way they're not going to have that match.
Yeah, I think they're just being cautious. Kind of like what they did with Seth Rollins last year. Remember, Rollins came back, and then kind of tweaked it right before Mania.
Yeah.
And then like he was
careful.
He was like then he was able to wrestle at Mania anyway, and he was fine.
Yeah.
But like I think it's like one of those things. Like he's banged up right before the big show, so now they have to be careful. But that's gonna change their plans with the feud now, because like now he can't really get in the ring and feud with Nakamura that way. He's got to kind of do it through these like other ways. Like Nakamura, I think what happened this week is like Nakamura was going to get double teamed by somebody, and like AJ started running into the ring to help him, and then like Nakamura kind of took care of it himself, and he's like, I didn't need your help. So it's like I don't know
if they need to like really wrestle.
Yeah, they don't really need to
fight each other. Like everybody knows it's like going to be the fucking match of the show.
Absolutely.
But maybe it brings to the question now: will Shinsuke Nakamura actually win the title then? At WrestleMania if AJ's hurt.
I kind of was going under the impression that he was going to win the title at Mania anyway, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I was going to say I was hoping AJ was going to retain, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know any.
I'd be worried about.
I wouldn't know, but
I'd be worried. I have no problem with AJ retaining. I'd just be worried that like that could really hurt Shinsuke long term. Like
what if AJ won?
If AJ beat him after he won the Royal Rumble, which was like a big deal, him winning the Royal Rumble. Just like it'd be kind of like just kind of a little bit of a letdown.
Not a lot of Rumble winners lose at WrestleMania, right?
It used to be that, but like lately, more recently, in the last like 10 years, people have been losing more.
Oh, really?
Like Cena won the Rumble in like 2008, and then he lost at Mania against The Miz, I believe, and I forget.
Oh, yeah.
I forget who else lost. Edge won the Rumble, and he lost to Jericho at Mania. I can't remember.
Del Rio won one of them, right? And he lost to Edge? No.
Yeah.
No, Edge won, and then he beat Alberto Del Rio for the title.
No.
And then he vacated the next day.
No, Edge challenged Jericho for the title, because he was coming back.
No, remember when WrestleMania where Alberto Del Rio and Edge...
I think Alberto Del Rio challenged Edge, but Edge retained. I think that's what happened.
Oh, was it?
I think that's what happened. We might be wrong. You guys can correct us if you're out there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it could be another situation.
But yeah, it's like, it's a more recent thing. But like, yeah, from like, when we were younger, from like, I want to say WrestleMania 15 through like...
Earlier.
Yeah, I was going with like the ones from when we were teenagers. Like,
okay.
But like, yeah, up until...
Everyone is 99 with Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that was the only one. And he didn't even wrestle for the title at Mania anyway. So.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. Just something to think about. Anything else you got on the docket here? I think we're wrapping it up a little early.
Trying to think. No, I think that's it, buddy.
Yeah, all right.
I think
Daniel Bryan was the big news this week, so
you didn't want to talk about Roman Reigns at all, I guess, right?
I
don't really know. I didn't watch the segment. So.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit, honestly.
Basically, Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Roman Reigns.
It was really stupid. I didn't care.
Which was expected.
I didn't really care for it. It was like they had the Marine Corps coming out to like.
Like weirdest.
Like why not just
a policeman?
Yeah, policeman. What was what the fucking like? And they didn't look like Marines or whatever the fuck they were supposed to be. Like
I'll have to rewatch it then.
Like they looked like pro wrestlers. Like, and they are obviously like really green wrestlers, and they were waiting for them. Like they were showing the replays in super slow motion. And then, like, you could see, like, when he was going for the elbow, you could see the guys preparing to get hit. They were just like... It was just, like, really choreographed and stupid. I'm like, why are you showing super slow motion?
Why are the Marine Corps, like, fighting one person? Like, shouldn't they be fighting...
Losing.
Shouldn't they be fighting a war, not a guy?
It was very stupid. And then...
This doesn't make any sense.
And then Brock Lesnar finally came back and he beat the shit out of him with a chair because he was handcuffed. Like, okay. Face in peril. I get it. I got it. I've seen that.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
I was kind of digging the Roman Reigns, like... promos that he was cutting a couple weeks ago, but then like it kind of took a step back the last couple weeks, so I'm kind of like not into it right now.
Yeah, that sucks because Brock Lesnar like never shows up.
Yeah,
that's all they can really fucking do is just
what can they do?
Roman talk, and that's it.
Yeah, there's not much they can do. There's a couple more weeks left, so maybe it'll pick up again. I don't really know.
Yeah. Everything else, I think it was just a solid week, and I think that was Daniel Bryan thing was obviously the main thing. So.
Yeah. That was the main thing. Alright, I think we're going to start wrapping it up here.
Cool.
Fred, how's life with Maria?
I didn't know we were gonna air laundry on here.
I mean, I just we
do that every week, but
you talked about it last week, and I listened to the show after we were done, and I was like,
okay.
I was kind of I thought you were going with some kind of gimmick here, and
gimmick.
We have our
life is jokey,
and.
Jokey,
I just listened to it and I was just like, oh shit, I think he's serious. So I just
serious.
I just wanted to say congrats, man. I didn't know. I didn't know. It was cool.
Totally
we usually talk
man.
about we usually talk about things. So it's cool. I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you found somebody.
Craig, totally.
Okay.
It's okay, man. Don't you worry, man. Everything that's happened in the past between us and whatever, totally cool, man. It's just me and my chick now.
Yeah, cool, man.
We get some Thai tomorrow.
Tide?
Thai food.
Oh, Tide.
Yeah, Thai.
I thought you said Tide. I'm like, what are you doing laundry or something?
Eating Tide Pods together? Fucking being retards.
That's awesome, dude.
No, yeah. We're good, yeah, so.
Good.
Yeah. So that's enough of that, and,
Yeah, maybe we should, do, dinner one day, or, maybe she wants to come over for WrestleMania.
Well, okay, we could probably do that, yeah.
Okay. There's a little hesitation.
No, but
I get it. You want to make sure.
You want to make for her, Craig.
You want to make sure. I get it. You want to make sure she's
Craig. I can't speak for another person. I can barely speak for myself.
Yeah. Secondly,
she's watching. She'll laugh the time for sure.
Oh, she watches.
Yeah, she. Awesome. Guess who's the number one fan of Fred? Maria.
Okay.
Of course,
That's good, man.
And I'm her number one fan also.
Yeah, well, okay.
Especially because she's all sorts of sexy and stuff,
okay, I'm gonna throw up now.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But
alright, cool.
I don't even. What day is WrestleMania anyway?
It's April something. I don't know.
Okay, we'll check schedgies.
We'll check some schedgies and get back to me. Yeah, check some schedgies. We'll check the schedgies, and she's very busy a lot. Craig. So Yeah, who isn't? We're all busy.
Yeah, she's very busy this time of year. So,
that's fine.
If she can't make it...
Yeah, whenever. It's not a big deal. Whenever you want.
Yeah, if she can't make it, don't question it.
All right, cool, man.
Don't question it. Yeah.
I won't question anything.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So, I guess that's going to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
Yeah. All right. So, this is getting weird, man.
I know, right?
I don't know.
It's weird to not talk about anything, but it's okay.
Hole's gone home, man. Like I said.
Fred's grown up.
Broke the seal.
It's a weird way of saying it.
What
do you urinate on her?
Pop the cork if you speak. Or if you know what I mean. Pop the cork like a penis in her, and the... Yeah, and when I pop it, white stuff comes out. It's like...
Yeah, I got it.
It's like my jizz.
Yeah, I mean, you're really over-explaining it, but yeah, I got it.
Yeah, so that's the joke when I'm talking about breaking the seal and stuff.
Yeah, no, I got the joke. You don't have to keep doing that right now.
Because I totally keep doing what?
You keep doubling down and keep explaining the
doubling down, I mean, it's just some phrasing of mine, it's okay, Jeez. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
but like I said, I love, vaginal intercourse,
It's such a weird way of saying anything. Who talks this way?
I do. I mean, vaginal... Who doesn't like vaginal intercourse?
No, I'm not saying that. But
when buddies come around, we talk about vaginal intercourse. We're like, hey, how's your vaginal intercourse going?
We don't. We don't talk about it. We don't call it vaginal intercourse when we talk about
why?
Sex. Because that's just a weird way of talking about it.
No?
Yeah.
You don't call it, when you talk with a group of guys about that, you don't call it the vag patch?
No, Fred, I do not. I do not talk about it that way.
Well, then it's lost on me.
You're lost on me.
Anyway, delete that from that part of the podcast. I don't want Maria hearing that, of course.
All right, yeah, I'll edit it out.
Yeah,
Here,
I'll get in big trouble.
I'll hit the delete button.
Okay. Thank you, Craig.
That noise means I deleted it.
Thank you, of course. When it comes from the computer into your mouth, when you make that noise...
Yeah, it came through the microphone, and it went out of my mouth.
Wow, it spit out fucking...
It's pretty cool.
Binary notes. It's fucking nuts.
This is a really good microphone.
Wow. This is fucking better than Joe
They're
Rogan.
made out of straight gold, so,
Yeah, I mean, I know our microphones are made...
Gold dust.
I know our microphones sound amazing,
Microphones?
Our microphones are awesome, especially since they can hear you a lot and they never hear me. Like, that's the best part of the whole thing, is that, you know, my voice is drowned a lot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what makes a podcast, like, not hearing each other equally.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's the dynamic of us.
Yeah, that's totally it. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I'm totally on board with everything you just said.
Like, speak softly and carry a big stick, if you know what I mean. Yeah. You know, Maria knows what I mean.
All right, guys.
I meant penis. It's really big.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for joining us here on the 82nd edition of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I hope you guys join us in the future. But you know, if you ever want to check us out in the past, you can check out our old episodes at wretchedwrestling.com. You can find all of our links in the past.
Oh, okay.
The past. You can check us out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podomatic, sometimes SoundCloud, and
secondly,
I'm waiting on hopefully getting us on Spotify, but we'll find out about that soon.
Accept us, damn it!
Yeah, I haven't heard back from them.
Okay, so you could be on my playlist, so I can play an episode of WWP, and then I can fucking play any Beyonce song I want on my playlist. Fuck.
Why Beyonce?
She's a fucking queen. Queen of my world, bitch. She's the Nubian princess of my life.
I feel like that was racially motivated. I don't know what to say now.
Well, let's not bring race into any of this, please. I've gotten enough trouble in the past.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, yeah. Collectively, that's what happens when I'm with a fucking crazy psycho.
Yeah, just make sure you don't say NWA in front of anybody again. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up here. The band, like what it stands for, which is the with attitudes. Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
The N-word with attitudes. Yeah, you can't make that joke, apparently.
Naggers. I hate naggers. I hate beggars and naggers.
South Park is one of the most brilliant shows of all time.
That was a fucking great episode, dude.
One of the most
Everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I got it, Pat. The answer... Okay, go say it.
You can't say it. But we know, you know.
Yeah.
You guys can like us on Facebook.
We here know, they there know, everywhere where knows.
Here, there, and everywhere knows. Alright, guys, you can like us on Facebook at Wretched Wrestling. You can like us on Twitter at Wretched Wrestling. Search for us on YouTube. Search for Wretched Wrestling Podcast. You want to sing your song?
Yeah, sure. We love wrestling.
Except when John Cena calls out The Undertaker for no fucking reason and calls him a retired piece of shit. That's not cool.
I concur.
We don't like that.
I concur with that one.
We don't like that.
That is definitely in the homosexual category of wrestling.
Alright, guys. Thanks for joining us.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Episode 82 done, buddy.
82 done. In the past.
I know. I mean, good thing we didn't have a lot of, viewers this week because, I hate our viewers, technically.
Honestly, I hate them too. Because they're
just pieces of shit.
So not blunt at all.
Speaking of blunts, that's all their fucking heads are filled with.
Well, that doesn't... I mean, ours are too.
Yeah.
Minus the blunts, more vaporizers. But still.
Well, Pen 15 and stuff.
And Ruby.
Yeah. So I'm just glad that, because we really just do this podcast for us. Like, all our fans out there.
They're clamoring for us.
Everyone that's listening. Anyone that's spent all their... any free time that they have, Craig... Like, any free time... I just noticed that with our fans. Like, any free time that they have, they listen to our show, right?
Well, why is that?
Because they're fucking idiots. That's why.
Oh, right.
And, okay, well, wait, hold on. When we record, you're usually in the back turning the cameras off, and
Yes.
I'm turning the computer off, but you're still this side of the table.
Still here, and I'm also still talking into the microphone for some reason.
That's another weird thing that I'm
also doing. So
that
is a little.
Is the conclusion that
we have a problem because this is still recording, and
10-4,
and I'm looking at both phones, which means both iPads are also still recording.
Available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
Stifler?
I said stiff. I don't know what I said. We do like you guys, so I promise.
We love you guys.
Yeah. We're so stupid.
Oh, I hate him so much.